come back to school and just have a look around all the places?
So much emotions. I have spent such a long time in these classrooms. Remember, we were working on the lesson plans, on the exam papers, correcting answer sheets. It was a long summer, and I had, for the almost 1.5 years that I taught here, it was all online, and I was looking forward to the schools reopening and having in-person classes, getting to see the students in person, and I never really had the opportunity. And I had imagined what the school would look like, bustling with students, and I feel so glad that I can see that today. The students are actually in the classrooms, you can see them in the corridors, and it feels great. And I was particularly fascinated by these school boards in the classrooms, and I always wanted one of my own. I wanted to have this, and the little boards in which the teachers put up stars against students' names and the boxes for messages. I wanted to have one of those in my classroom, and it feels really thrilling to be in the class.
Now seeing that all children are there and just them doing their thing, and it's wonderful to be around. Of course we taught online, but offline also it's wonderful when you see kids and then there are 20 different things that you're dealing with every day.
I feel totally tempted to go and start teaching a class.
It's definitely fun. It's taxing, but it's really fun. And yeah, you would have had a great time. That would have happened.
I think now that I'm doing research, my work mostly involves sitting alone in a library or in an archive and doing my own work. So it's a somewhat solitary experience. I don't want to use the word lonely, but yeah, solitary experience. But when you are in a classroom and if your class goes well, I think that is an entirely different feeling altogether. Research is fun, but teaching is another kind of fun. When a class goes well, I think you feel happy for a very long time, maybe the entire day. It feels really great to be back in the class.
Okay, so how would you describe your experience teaching in Cambridge, since we joined at the online setting? So how was that for you?
When we joined, it was just the beginning of COVID, and it was quite a challenging experience actually for everyone, because things were new. Nobody really had a formula that they had to follow, and we were all learning as we progressed. We were learning to handle different digital platforms, making PPTs, preparing for online sessions, because well, the attention span, that kind of matters. We need to keep that in mind while we are teaching online classes. So it was quite a learning experience, and I feel like I need to really thank my students as much as I might have taught them. I think I have learned so much from them, and it has been such a fabulous experience for me.
What prompted you to apply to Oxford, and what is it that you're presently researching?
My current PhD thesis, the topic was something that I was working on while I was teaching here at Cambridge School. At the time I was teaching, I was writing my MPhil dissertation on the same area, that is 1971 Bangladesh war literature. I am working on formulating a theory about the post-colonial experience of war and military conflicts. So I was working on the dissertation and the PhD topic while teaching here, and I feel like this school created such a positive environment for me that I could dream big enough to apply to Oxford. I think the optimistic environment in the school gave me the confidence to give it a try. I thought Oxford is a big name, but why not? Let's see what happens. And I'm so fortunate that it worked out well for me.
Message would you like to give to the students of Cambridge who aspire to pursue a career in academia?
Well, I'll be honest, I wouldn't say that life in academia is going to be a cakewalk. No, it's not going to be so. But I feel like if you have patience, if you have perseverance, if you have discipline of work, I think you're good to go. And if students are interested in applying abroad, I feel like coming from humble backgrounds, applying abroad can be intimidating. You see these big names and you feel scared, you feel like maybe I don't belong there. You can have an imposter syndrome or something. But I'd say give it a try. Don't feel scared. Why would you think that you are not as good as anyone else? I think we should give it a shot. And there may be rejections. There may be rejections aplenty, but every rejection is a stepping stone. It's a learning process. So I think the most important thing is to try. Sometimes we don't try and we never get to know whether we could make it or not. To make it, the first thing would be to give it a try.